What's up? My name's Hannah. I'm 22 years old and I have obsessive-compulsive disorder. Obsessive-compulsive disorder? Obsessive-compulsive disorder? Compulsive disorder? Obsessive-compulsive disorder? Yes. And this year for OCD Awareness Week, the OC Foundation has asked for people to submit videos spreading awareness of OCD. So I figured I would share a little bit of my story. Firstly, my symptoms started appearing when I was 12 years old. I wasn't diagnosed until I was 13. I was diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder and panic disorder with agoraphobia. So life's been pretty interesting. I wanted to share the 4 most important things I've learned over the past decade of living with OCD. Number 1, accept that not everyone's going to understand your disorder, but there will be many people who do. Do not let that stop you from telling your story, from explaining yourself, because I know that that's my responsibility. Because if I don't tell people what I go through, then who will? It is a widely misunderstood disorder. There are so many misconceptions, and people don't realize just how debilitating OCD can be. Besides the, obsessions, the fears, the rituals that I go through, that's probably the hardest part about having OCD. The more people you tell about what you go through, you're putting more people in our universe who understand OCD, which makes it a lot better place for someone with OCD to live in. Number 2, this disorder does not define you. That has been one of the hardest things for me to accept and to realize, especially when there have been times when I am totally consumed, when I've not been able to leave the house, not been able to drive a car, not been able to live a normal life. It's hard not to feel like this is you, that you are your disorder, but you're not. There's so much more that defines me than my OCD, like being a female. That was a joke. You have OCD. Your OCD does not have you. Number 3. Don't set limitations on what you can accomplish. Just because you have OCD does not mean that you can't live the life you want to live. It's harder. It's definitely harder. But setting limitations on yourself and just saying, I can never do that, I would never be able to do that, that hurts you. That only hurts you. Right? I'm doing things that a year ago I did not think I would ever be able to do. But I'm doing them now. And so the things that I feel like I can never do, I know that one day I can now. Number 4, the side of fries. You are not alone. There are people going through what you are going through every day. OCD is one of the loneliest disorders. It is incredibly isolating, and knowing that there are other people out there going through what you go through is comforting because you feel so alone. The people that I have met through the OCD community have been just incredible. About 2 years ago, I met someone who has lived 3 miles away from the house I grew up in, and he has very similar OCD to me. Hi, Justin. Now we're best friends. And that above everything, having support, meeting and getting to know people who go through the same things I do, that support is priceless. It has helped me more than anything. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me fighting this disorder. And that's what's so wonderful about the OC Foundation. Through them you can meet people. There are support groups out there. There are other people going through this. I'm going through this. I go through this. I've been going through this for 10 years. You're not alone. This is my dog. Accept that there will be people who don't understand you, but more importantly, there will be people who do. Number 2, this disorder does not define you. Number 3, don't set limits for yourself. It will only hurt you. Number 4, you're not alone. Thank you to the OC Foundation for holding this video submission contest. You guys are angels. Bye!